So he been to jail but came home a changed man. Focused on church like God was the game plan. And I can spell this out letter by letter like hangman, but we've all heard the story before. A black man does 20 years, went in when his son Junior was 4. Favorite comedian was that guy from Sanford and Sons, and by the time he got out, Red Fox was dead, and he was a grandparent because his son Junior had 20 sons, and he heard they had features just like him. His only prayers that they went and take to these streets just like him. And it's ironic how we repeat these life cycles because the twins are 4 and Junior just got arrested. Drug charges, intent to distribute, not just possession. And grandma's being driven to her early grave because she tells Junior, you remind me of your father when he was your age, and these life cycles are so ironic. Because almost 20 years ago to the date, on that very same street block, a beat cop approached. Junior's dad was heavy into hip-hop, beat bopping to Curtis Blow. Cops like, we're conducting random searches, and it don't matter if that's legal or not, especially when they find weed, marijuana, reefer, or pot, whatever you call it. But I call it 20 years when you young black with drug charges, bad representation in court cases, plus some overzealous DA, fresh out of Harvard Law, try to prove the city's tough on a crime with his first case. No deals, and these life cycles are so ironic because fast forward 20 years to the date, that same DA is now mayor, up for re-election. Campaigning, I've always been tough on crime. His son Junior, a DA, fresh out of Harvard Law with his first case. Some black guy with drug charges, intent to distribute, not just possession. Mayor tells DA, son, this should be easy when you get your feet wet. Plus, I'll make some calls to the judge for you. A conviction was damn near predicted like Nostradamus. I promise this ain't the first time y'all heard this story. And while one junior awaits trial, the other junior prepares for it. And while one junior recalls Saturday mornings as sitting in the bed watching the Smurfs with dad, the other junior recalls Saturday mornings as taking long trips to see dad at these faraway places with these barbed wire fences, getting strip searched naked when he was only a kid, at weekend visitations, having talks with pops while sitting at tables. But it's like 20 years just elapsed in the midst of a conversation. Father and son just transpose souls, change faces, and switch places. And if you can read minds, you know they're both simultaneously thinking, I can't believe I just gonna spend the last 20 years of my life like this. And you've all heard the story before, except this time, Granddad finally gets his chance to play dad, but it's to his twin grandsons that their dad never had. And the favorite comedian is Pookie from New Jack, but Junior tried to play the role of Wesley Snipes and couldn't afford the price of the toll Florida put on his life. And for these 20 years, he'll get no sun pass. And the twin grandsons are like, where's dad at? And grandma's like, you remind me of your father. And life cycles are ironic because the mayor's wife just told Junior the DA, you remind me of your father, and how she never forgot his first case, this black guy with drug charges. Should have got off on illegal search technicality, but had bad representation. Anyway, his name was Jamal Collins, got 20 years, had a 4-year-old child. DA is like, wait a second. My first case, black guy, drug charges, Jamal Collins II. He's 24 years old now. I could spell this out like hangman, but you've all heard, read, seen, or lived the story before, beginning to end. I just pray the next chapter of the book ain't titled The Twins.